Hello everyone, thank you so much for inviting me to your YouTube channel again. My name is Dr. Mbandzi, recent graduate from Walter Sisulu University. Last time that when I was here, we were mostly talking about where I come from in terms of a background, and also giving an insight to the learners on how to apply to universities and stuff. But today what I want to talk about is my experiences as a postgraduate student, especially as a Ph.D. Student. So what I would like to start with is to talk to someone who's looking up to me, who wants to embark on the journey that I've started and finished, which is a Ph.D. journey. If you are a villager or someone who grew up in a poor environment or under a poverty conditions like me, I want to say it is possible. It is very much possible. So most people would want to say to you, going to university or doing a postgraduate study is not for everyone. But the fact that you've thought about it, the fact that you took a step coming forward, wanting to do it, that means it is possible. So we are not defined by our backgrounds. Your parents might not be educated, your parents might not have money, but then we all destined for good things, which means your parents can produce a doctor, they can produce a pilot, an academic doctor like me as well. So I have a mother who never went to school because she was forbidden by her father to do so. But then she made sure that we all go to school. And also I would like to just thank my brother, if I can go out of the topic. I would like also to thank my brother who gave up school for me to actually go to university, Walter Mbandzi. So just moving on, I want to also talk to someone who wants to start a postgraduate journey. Someone who wants to start to do a PhD. I want to say you need a lot of energy. You need to know a reason why you are doing it. I think a reason why you are doing it will always take you back when you feel like you are not smart anymore, when you feel demotivated, when you're getting bad criticism. A reason will always pull you back. So you need to know why you are doing a PhD. So for me, I've always had this reason. I've grown up being this curious child. But when I started doing my PhD, on my first time doing it, I wasn't successful. So I had to come to check other universities. Lucky enough, I applied to Walter Sisulu University, and then I got accepted there. And that was back in 2019. So for me, my reasoning of doing it and pushing it, it was to prove to me that I actually can do this PhD. And also, I wanted to not disappoint myself, and also I knew that God trusted me in doing so. So I didn't want to disappoint myself, my colleagues, meaning people who believed in me. So I pushed so hard. But most importantly, I was also doing it for my mother, for my family. I was doing it for her because she really made it happen for me. So if you are want to embark on this journey and you just taking a break maybe, what you need to understand, you might have 2 or 3 mentors or 2 supervisors. You need to understand as a postgraduate individual that people have different skills. Everyone will bring their experiences on the table. You need to value their experiences. You need not to belittle someone's information. By so doing, you will have a healthy relationship relationship with your mentors, your supervisors, and this doesn't only apply to students only. I think it also applies to people who are working. If you have different bosses, you need to understand that people are different. So by understanding them and also not belittling someone's information and just have some respect to someone, you will have a healthy relationship. And also that is very crucial when you want to succeed in life. But most importantly, you also need to be humble. You need to discipline yourself in many things. And also along the way, there will be times when you will feel down. There will be times when you feel like quitting, but it will be just the mind protecting you from disappointments and stuff. That is where you will need to tap into your reasoning and continue to proceed. Not many people like to go through the journey or to go through the process, but everyone wants to have results. So it's important to just go through the journey and understand the processes along the way. What you also need to do as a PhD individual, you don't know everything. No one knows. Even the professors, they don't know anything. You need to ask whenever you don't know. You need to just bring down your pride. We all have pride, but when you understand that you don't know, you need to ask. So my experience at WSU, when I first got here, what I want to say, and this is not a lie, I felt at home. It was like I was coming back home. It really felt like home. But when I got here, I had to be patient. I had to learn to work with the little that I have. So in some way it humbled me, I can say. It did humble me. So WSU, it is a growing research institution, I must say that, and I believe that it is going somewhere. It is going far. In the future, I'm also hoping to see great things coming out of this university. As a first PhD graduate under the Faculty of Natural Science, I'm hoping that there will be many more coming after me. And I believe so, in fact, there will be many more coming after me. So my research, I believe it contributed it can contribute a significant impact to the society. So I was working at a center, the RAVAC Center, with the mandate to disseminate knowledge and also tackle the global challenges. So along the east coast of this Eastern Cape, where we were working on, people or the residents along this coast, for years they've been observed to consume the seafood. That includes shellfishes. However, these shellfishes have known to have some chemical contaminants within them. And according to the World Health Organization, it is known that some of the contaminants or pollutants that are contained by these shellfishes, they can cause health risk, including they can cause cancer. So studying these shellfishes, it is very important, and this information can be used by the authorized personnel, and they can make conclusion and also make an awareness to the resident people living along these coastal areas who consume these fishes. What is next for me now? I would like to engage more with the communities, of course. This side where I come from, there isn't a lot of the science exhibitions, especially in the rural areas where I come from. So I would like to see more of that happening. I would like to see the science being written for other people, because what we do as scientists, they write science, they do science and write science for scientists. So it is about time that we do science for our society and report an understandable science as well. So for a PhD student to progress and actually finish on time, I think it's important for students to have the resources. So one of the things that make students to not progress is not to have enough resources, as well as the financial stresses. They do also can come as a problem. They can cause problem to individuals to not progress. But then again, as I've mentioned before, that you need to have a reason as to why you are doing your PhD. When those time comes, when you experience those stresses, like not having the financial support or enough financial support, you always go back to your reason and progress in life. But it's important that you have a good, healthy relationship with your mentors, your supervisors. You need to have that, because you will have an exchange of your reports, whatever that you will be writing or you'll be working on. So you need to respect their comments. Also, you need to learn on how you are taking criticism, because sometimes you can view it as a bad criticism only to find out they were just building you. You need to learn those as well. You need to respect time. I think I've mentioned it before, but it is very important that you respect time, because no matter what you do, time is moving. So in those interactions with your supervisors, if they say you need to submit in 2 weeks, just make yourself a timeline, and then make sure you submit before their actual timeline. In that way, there won't be any misunderstanding. We are also talking about misunderstanding. That is also one of the issues that make other students to not finish on time, when there's a misunderstanding between a student and a supervisor. So miscommunication, they can also lead to that. So by all means, you need to stay disciplined, you need to be teachable, and you also need to make sure that you progress. And above all, I would like to say you need to pray. So the opportunities that this PhD has brought me so far, I can say that embarking on the PhD journey has opened many opportunities for me. It has made me see places that I wouldn't even thought that I would see had I not done this PhD. I mean, attending those conferences, meeting new people from different cultural backgrounds, that was very fascinating, and I still hope to see that in the future. Job-wise, we know that in South Africa, but not only in South Africa, the financial struggle, it is real. So some other people, they wouldn't even want to start doing a PhD. That is entirely up to you. I can say it is okay. You can have a master's degree and do find a good job. But then if you want to be in a space, or to do the things that I would want to do in the future, maybe to become a great researcher, that means you would need to acquire more knowledge. That includes you doing a PhD, especially in my field, that is a marine science. So the other opportunities that it has opened for me is to, right now, currently I am a part-time lecturer here at WSU. So me doing a PhD, I believe it has also brought that opportunity to me. And I've also made many collaborations, I can say, to whom I believe I can work with in the future. So it really does open many doors, because you you meet new people, you engage yourself with many different things. It is not just this 3-year program, you study PDFs or books only, but you also get to be exposed to other things. So other people you can choose what you want to do. You can be a lecturer, you can be a researcher, you can also work under governmental sectors, work in a research institutions, the private institutions as well, depending on your field or on your likes, what you would like to do in the future. So I would like to say it has opened great opportunities for me. So in closing, I would like to say you need to notice your gifts, you need to notice your talents. That will help you as well to notice something that you are passionate about, something that you love, because doing something that you're passionate about and something that you desire the most, it will always give you energy to pursue and make sure you finish that, you come to the end of it. And I want to give you an example of the soccer players. So what I love the most about soccer players, no matter how many times they get beaten, no matter how tired they are, at the end of the game, they always have this one thing. They always say, next time we will do better. Next time we're going to have a better game. So I would also like to say to someone out there, you need to apply that to yourself to become the best version of you. Just always say, recognize where you've done wrong, recognize your fault, and make sure that you do best, you produce your best next time.